Hey, Watney says to Martinez while sitting down outside a coffee shop.
What's up? Looks like you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, Martinez says with a look of disgust.
I woke up exactly when I got your text to meet you here. Hi, I had about 30 minutes to get ready. But what did you need? Watney asked curiously.
Oh, well, dude, look. Look over the TV look at the caption, Martinez explains. Watney moves his head swiftly to look at the flat screen TV, attached to the wall in the coffee shop. The TV showed Donald Trump standing behind a podium. The audience was cheering, Do- and Donald Trump was smiling and waving to the crowd. The caption read, Donald Trump plans on not raising the minimum wage in California. Watney stares at Martinez with a blank face. You see that? Martinez says with a concerned look. Watney stands up abruptly with a mad look in his eyes. What are you doing? Martinez says while standing up.
To start a protest, protesting against Donald Trump's decision about minimum wage. Are you in? Watney says with courage. Martinez looks around the area looking suspicious.
This is going to take a lot of work, but since you're my friend, yes, of course, I'm in. Martinez says with a little confidence.
Alright, let's get started, Watney says with a smile. Martinez and Watney start walking home. Watney opens up his front door and walks in. The door makes a tenebrous sound as if it was being opened slowly in a scary movie. As soon as they step foot in his house, Watney's mom walks in to greet them. She's wearing navy blue pants with a loose rolled up pink sweater. Her hair looks like a lawnmower went through it. Watney stares at his mom with confusion. Are you okay?
Yes, honey, I'm fine, his mom says with wide eyes. It looked like her eyes were about to pop out. Watney and Martinez walked up to their room looking at the floor.
I think she's onto something, Martinez says while laughing. They both continue laughing while walking up the stairs.
I should have some paper in here for us to come up with a plan, Watney says while opening up his drawer, taking out a sheet of paper.
Martinez says, looking eagerly at Watney.
We plan everything now. On June 1st is when we start the protest. That gives us about 3 months to plan this, Watney says with excitement. 3 months later.
There happens to be a protest outside of Capitol Hill. The crowd seems to be moving in a single file line walking towards the building. As the look of it, it looks like they have a Taz set up at Stanton Park. Now we're going to have a look at the scene with Watney.
Hey everyone, I'm one of the leaders who put the whole protest together. We are currently protesting Donald Trump's decisions with our economy. The protesters you see here today all believe that the things that Donald Trump plans on doing with our economy are going to eventually destroy it. Anyone else who wants to help accomplish our goal in changing our economy, contact us via Facebook or follow us on Instagram at Raise Minimum Wage. Thank you for your time.
Now, Watney, Martinez says with a smile, walking next to Watney.
Now, we protest. The protesters continue walking in a line with signs reading Raise Minimum Wage towards Capitol Hill. A few college students were working full-time jobs at a business and were getting paid at minimum wage. It was not enough for them to pay for their homes and other living costs. On top of this, the new President Trump refused to raise the federal minimum wage. The college students named Barry, Oliver, and Cara decided to protest for raising the federal minimum wage. They all worked in the same factory and got paid the same rate, so that's why they're doing this together. There were also buddies in college. They started by posting on most of the popular social media platforms such as Twitter and Facebook about Trump not raising the minimum wage. We also let people know about our protest and encouraged them to join. We also found an organization called the Labor Center, and they decided to help us get the word out to people and support our cause. Our protest is taking place in Washington, D.C. on June 1st, 2017. It is humid with hot temperatures. The minimum amount of people we are having that will stay at the site is about 1,500, and the maximum of supporters for daily action is unknown. The people we are gathering are regular people outside of Washington and residents of Washington, D.C. The vehicles they are using to get to the protest are buses, personal cars, and people will even walk. The place that we are protesting on is Stanton Park in Washington, D.C. We will use our phones to give us communication around the world and to get outside support. Our Taz has several medical tents and awnings. Since it's in the summer and it's going to be hot, we have awnings to shade our protesters. In case of emergencies, we have medical tents to help the protesters get the medical attention if they need it. There is also a donation station and a supply station for food and water. There will be This will be where our protesters and people who support our cause donate supplies. One need Now, if you may please stand up and listen to the following instructions. If you could look over at the poster with the question that says, how can we provide our TAS with health and security that the people in the TAS need? The following paragraph will explain what you're looking at. One need we have in our TAS is health. In the case that someone in our TAS is injured and needs medical support, there will be 2 medical tents with volunteers and professionals that agree with our cause and dedicate their time to help the injured. In the medical tents, there will be a variety of medical supplies, some of which are being brought by protesters from home. There will also be 2 automated external defibrillators, AED, and other medical supplies in the TAS that will be donated by organizations. If anyone has a medical issue that cannot be treated in our tent, an ambulance will be called and the injured person will be sent to the nearest hospital. Health is only 1 out of 7 basic needs in our TAS. Another one is communication. At this time, if you could look at my last poster that says, in what ways can we communicate with outside people, the following paragraph will explain what you're looking at. There's a lot of ways to communicate with the world. Here are the ways that we're going to be using. To communicate with people outside of our TAS and all around the world, we are going to be using social media for broadcasting messages about our protest, such as Facebook Live and other social networks. We are also going to be walking around and handing out flyers that explain the government doesn't want to raise minimum wage. These tell what our opinion is on this issue. We think by communicating our message, we will see a change in our economy. Now that concludes this presentation. Thank you for listening.